This is Kempton Park Hospital, South Africa's most haunted hospital. This mammoth of a building was once a beacon of hope and healing. Now, nothing but empty halls, peeling paint, and whispered memories. A ghost hospital, a graveyard of secrets, and for many, a nightmare that refused to die. With claims of ghosts, demons, 8-foot shadow figures looming in the halls. Not to mention that visiting this hospital leaves you at risk of perhaps having one or more of these otherworldly spirits going home with you. Welcome back to 14th Avenue Haunting. Tonight we go deep. We tell the full story of Kempton Park Hospital, from its shining beginning to the dark scandal that rocked it, then the hauntings, and finally my own story. I visited this hospital on 3 occasions and I am absolutely obsessed with this place. The hospital might be closed, but in a way, it never truly shut down. Before we begin, a major shout out to the Upside Down Paranormal. They are a South African paranormal investigations team that I am also a part of. We investigate haunted and abandoned locations throughout South Africa, and more recently, we are busy shooting for a series called Donker Gange, which will hopefully reach your screens very soon. Please go and subscribe, like, comment, do all those things on their channel as well. But let's jump right into the former Kyalami Hospital. Kempton Park Hospital was built in the late 1970s, officially opening around 1978. The opening of this hospital right in the heart of Kempton Park was state of the art. It was a large 350-bed facility, and in its heyday was one of the largest hospitals in its region. And it even had its own swimming pool. My mother spent some time in this hospital, and so did I. I was only a month old with pneumonia when I was admitted to the children's ward, and I think I spent over 1 month there. Obviously, later on in years, we went back and I actually got to sit in exactly the same place as I did when I was admitted with pneumonia. It truly feels like you have the opportunity to take a step back into your own time and get glimpses of the past. The original structure of this hospital reportedly cost just under 30 million rand, with approximately 10 million rand worth of equipment inside. And for a time, it served the community. Patients from all over the area, mothers giving birth, children, this place saved lives. But something dark began to stir in the maternity wards and pediatrician wards. A man by the name of Dr. André Esterhuizen entered the scene. Between 1982 and 1990, Dr. André Esterhuizen worked for Kempton Park Hospital as a pediatrician, having his office not too far away from the hospital. The truth? He wasn't even a qualified doctor. He was a high school dropout who apparently taught himself medicine. Having a high IQ and what some describe as a photographic memory, he was able to fool hospitals, doctors, and mothers for so many years. His aspirations from a young age was to become a doctor, even being able to read before he went to school. But in his own words, money and opportunity escaped him. So instead, he decided to fake it until he made it. He treated thousands of patients, among them babies and infants. Some, even to this day, claim that he was an amazing doctor who took really good care of their children. Some made it out of the clutches of this doctor safely, but not all were fortunate. Many suffered, some died, and some were left with lifelong disabilities. He treated premature baby Nadine Richards, who passed away on 20 July 1988. He accidentally overdosed Chantal Sharples with suppositories between 15 to 17 August 1988, causing her death. Gareth Veal, an 18-month-old baby with meningitis, was treated by Dr. Esterhuizen, losing his life between 10 and 14 September 1988, also prescribing an overdose of suppositories that caused a brain hemorrhage. Benjamin Vessels, an 8-week-old baby who had just undergone a groin hernia operation from another doctor, also passed away when Dr. Esterhuizen failed to administer intensive care treatment after the baby suffered a respiratory condition. And he also caused the death of newborn Stefan van der Walt. He was eventually caught after doctors started getting suspicious of him, and he was found guilty in 1991 of 3 counts of culpable homicide, fraud, impersonating of a doctor, unlawfully practicing as a doctor, and impersonating an army brigadier. Court testimonials revealed horrific mistakes. One baby developed cerebral palsy after Esterhuizen administered 4 lumbar punctures while she was only a few months old. Another baby was placed in an oxygen tent, had an improperly inserted drip via chest incision, suffered lung collapse, and later died of kidney failure. During the trial at Kempton Park Regional Court, the judge condemned the case as the mother of all frauds. He was sentenced to 18 years in prison. Where he is today, no one knows. He has completely fallen off the map. Some say that he went into IT, others say that he completely changed his name. Some even believe that he is not even alive today. But in any regard, this scandal left a permanent stain on Kempton Park Hospital. When you think about the bogus pediatrician, you think about Kempton Park Hospital. When you think about Kempton Park Hospital, this doctor is always looming in the background. Parents were betrayed, children lost their lives, trust was completely destroyed. Many believe that this dark legacy never truly left the hospital and might be the seed of what followed. Despite the scandal occurring in the late 1980s, the hospital remained open for several years. Official closure came on 26 December 1996, the day after Christmas. Kyalami Hospital was no more. The official reason given? The hospital was underused, a waste of state resources. Yet, the building held millions of rands worth of equipment and files, all abandoned. Everything left there. Over the next decade, little was done. Vandalism, theft, airsoft games, decay, furniture torn out, windows broken, fittings stripped, the entire place destroyed by thrill seekers and those of low moral value. An engineering inspection done in 2015 showed no major structure damage. The building was sound, potentially still usable, but despite this, multiple plans to refurbish or rebuild were announced, budgets quoted, timelines set, but repeatedly delayed or abandoned. As of recent years, the hospital still remains closed and abandoned. Meanwhile, the cost of guarding this facility has ballooned. Over 35 million rand spent since its closure. And in recent years, security costs climbed to over $1 million. But what happened? Why shutter a fully functional hospital, leave behind valuable equipment, and never reuse it? The official explanation: underutilization. But ask many investigators, locals, ghost hunters, and you'll get dark whispers, cover-ups, guilt, haunted pasts. Over the years, many theories emerged. Some say the hospital staff, haunted by guilt, shame, and scandal, simply just left their posts, never to return. Others claim that the bogus doctor, Dr. André Esterhuizen, left a permanent mark on the hospital of a broken trust, causing patients not to return. Some claim that a few authorities were fearing lawsuits and claims and decided it would be safer to close down the hospital. But then there's also claims of administrative corruption, mismanagement, neglect. Funds allocated to reopen the hospital were either misused or completely vanished. Some of the most whispered but unverified: secret experiments, patient cover-ups, or the hospital being too contaminated to restore, physically or spiritually. Officially, the narrative has shifted over the years from underused to too expensive to repair, to will repair with public-private partnerships. But as of this year, nothing has changed. The gates remain fenced, the halls remain empty, the hospital rests, dead but not silent. For decades now, the now derelict Kempton Park Hospital has become some sort of a magnet for ghost hunters, urban explorers, thrill seekers, all chasing stories, photos, and fear. Locals and investigators regularly report ghostly figures, shadow figures, more commonly the ghosts of doctors and nurses who have been seen moving through the halls. Many have claimed to feel presences, hear footsteps, babies crying, and whispers. Then they see an 8-foot shadow figure, mostly reported in the basement of the hospital. Whether this 8-foot shadow figure is there to protect the hospital or to cause chaos, one thing is for sure: it does leave fear in most who witness this. Others who live in the nearby area of Kempton Park Hospital claim that the paranormal activity has seeped through into their homes. Claims of cupboards opening and closing, wet child's footprints seen in the hallways, doors slamming, lights flickering, all reports from neighbors of the abandoned hospital. And then the most famous claim of all is that once you visit Kempton Park Hospital, the chances of getting an entity to follow you home is higher than most would like. I am one of them. In 2009, I visited Kempton Park Hospital with a group of my friends. While being there, I have to say, back in those days, the hospital still had most of the equipment still in there. The power was still on, the morgue doors were still there, the table of the morgue was intact, windows were not broken. That hospital was in pristine condition. You could have walked in there and it felt like it closed down yesterday. We explored, had some fun experiences, but nothing really to write home about. But it's when I went home that it all started. One night, I was sleeping. I woke up with the sensation of someone putting pressure on my legs, assuming it was my dog. I kind of told him get off. Suddenly, he came out from under the covers right next to me, looked into the direction of my legs and started growling. I couldn't see what he was growling about. All I could feel was the pressure of someone on my legs. I screamed for my mom. She opened the door and it was gone. The sensation left. My dog stopped growling. It completely disappeared. Since then, we had voices, dogs running to a specific spot, hair raised, growling at something that we could not see, guitars playing by themselves, our own voices calling out to ourselves, and seeing the figure of a lady in a hospital gown standing right behind me in the mirror. This was the horror that we lived with, thanks to Kempton Park Hospital, for over a year. Finally, my dad got fed up, and using multiple methods, we were able to get rid of what I like to call the Kempton Park creature. It is an experience that I cannot explain to anybody else. And the primary reason why absolutely no one will be able to convince me that the paranormal does not exist, and that there isn't someone on the other side of this world watching us. I've been back on 2 separate occasions since then, each time a mixture of fear but also excitement and awe, because that building is absolutely beautiful. It's a chance to capture evidence, to create and attain a story. But the hospital's decay only adds to the horror. Decaying wheelchairs, moldy walls, old files being strewn all over the floors, morgue rooms with damaged tables and refrigerator doors stripped, and many who've dared to enter Kempton Park Hospital describe an almost tangible heaviness, like grief, pain, fear. All children's ward seem to attract most of that feelings. Whether this is all supernatural, whether this is all imagination, whether this is just the tragedies left behind, manifesting, I can't say, but the stories are many and consistent. Kempton Park Hospital is dangerous, not only because of its decayed structure, broken glass, rust, but also because of what happened there. Lives lost under negligence, children betrayed, a hospital turned graveyard, a scar on the community. But there's also a strange beauty to it. The enormous, silent halls that once echoed with life now echoes with ghosts of memory, of pain, of fear. The peeling paint, the rusted wheelchairs is a reminder of impermanence, of fragility. The fact that it was built to heal and now is a symbol of sorrow and mystery. That holds a tragic, powerful poetry. To me, Kempton Park Hospital is more than just an abandoned building, an abandoned hospital. It's a portal, a teacher, a connection to the past, to the people who have suffered, to the unseen. Every visit, every shadow, every shiver reminds me of why I fell in love with the paranormal to begin with. Why I became a part of the upside down paranormal. Why I became a paranormal investigator. Why I started telling stories on 14th Avenue Haunting. Because hauntings, real or made up, they all come from somewhere. They carry weight, they demand respect. They insist we remember. Kempton Park Hospital may be closed. Its doors may be locked. Its wards may be empty. But it's far from gone. There are stories buried within those walls that refuse to be forgotten. Lives that were ended too soon. Children who never grew up. A system that failed them. And maybe souls that never left. I've walked those corridors 3 times. I've felt the heaviness. I've seen the darkness. Heard the whispers. I may never know the full story or the full truth. But one thing is certain. Kempton Park Hospital will always be with me. A dark obsession, a reminder that some places carry more than just bricks and equipment. They carry memory, they carry suffering. Some of them carry ghosts. If you choose to look with respect. Not for the thrills, not for the likes, but to remember. Because some spirits deserve to not be forgotten. But that's it for my story today. I ask that when you do visit this hospital, please remain respectful towards the building. Please don't go vandalizing and breaking windows if there is even any windows left to break. Just please try and be respectful towards that building. You wouldn't like it if someone goes to your house and vandalizes it. So maybe think twice, because the rumors of the uninvited ghosts that follow you home are not as far-fetched as it would appear. But this was an amazing day. I enjoyed telling the story. I've been wanting to tell the story for years, and finally I've gotten enough information to be able to tell you this story. So please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the things that you normally do. And please let me know which one you would like me to cover next. And thank you so much again for being here. And have a spooky day.